Hi guys, it's finally relatively nice out, although the sun is starting to warm up, but this morning has been super great. There's been a breeze and the heat has been down and it's humid, as you can maybe see from the haze around me, but it's been much nicer than the 40 degrees C we've had the last few days. That has been really bad on everyone, especially the big dogs. They love cool temperatures. I do not love the cold, but I can't be outside in the heat or the sun, so definitely cooler temperatures are something I have been looking forward to myself. I just wanted to talk very briefly about pain and prednisone. And yeah, prednisone is going to cause you a lot of pain. It can. It can take away your pain, obviously, because it is suppressing your inflammation and disease. But as you start to wean, you are going to have symptoms of withdrawal very often, and if not all the time. And depending on whether or not your disease is under control, you may go back into a flare or have symptoms of your disease. So I have both withdrawal symptoms, and I also start to get thrown back into a flare. I have an adjustment period that's quite long every time I change my dose. It can take anywhere from 2 weeks to a month for me to kind of level back out. So it's an unpleasant time for me. And that doesn't matter if I'm weaning at like 0.5, 2.5, 5 milligrams. Obviously, the bigger the wean, the more intense or impossible. But even a slower wean is harder on me. But definitely right now I'm experiencing a lot more trouble, and my muscle, joint, and bone pain has been much more severe over a longer period of time than I'm used to dealing with. And it is not improving. My joint pain has slightly improved. The muscle pain has not. The muscle weakness has not. It's extremely hard to walk. And my fatigue levels are through the roof. It is not I'm used to dealing with chronic fatigue, and there's different levels of fatigue, obviously, but this is a kind of fatigue that is impossible to push through. There's no way. You just can't. You just cannot physically most of the time push through. And my bone pain is excruciatingly intense and not getting better. So I'm going to have to go for some tests to make sure that this is not just prednisone issues and disease issues. It's not actually something getting worse from either of those things. Obviously, your bones deteriorate, and mine have been doing that, and that also causes pain. I have a good feeling this is just prednisone triggered, but obviously, we want to make sure because my one hip is excruciating, and it's just not calming down. It should be by now. My elbows are really bad, and that's definitely a prednisone related issue I have every time I change my dose. Same with my knees, ankles. I fall down a lot more when I'm weaning because of the muscle weakness. Like, my legs just give out when I'm walking and stuff, and it's not always, you don't always know what's going to happen beforehand. So, you're just walking along, and next thing you know, you're just on the floor, like, okay, whoops. And so then you're more prone to injury too, so you really have to be careful. And I'm just really tired. I can't tell you how tired I am. I can't sleep enough. I can't rest enough. I can't get relief from the pain. But life is still going on around you despite all of these things, and you still have things you need to take care of. So I'm going to try and put in a few hours of work this morning taking care of business-related things before the fatigue overwhelms me again and I put myself back to bed. I hope everyone has a decent day, and that you're not in too much pain. You get some things done if you can, and if not, there's always tomorrow. And that gets pretty frustrating because I say that a lot, and it's like 2 weeks later and I still haven't done something important that I need to do. But this is just the reality of what we have to deal with, and all we can do is just try our best. So that's all we can do.